So this isn't really much of a doomer or sub 5 video. Basically, from the looks of it, the Americans have attacked Venezuela. They destroyed most of Venezuela's air defense systems and a lot of their planes on the ground, it appears. Venezuela does have some F-16s and Su-30s that are still active. Su-30s are they're Russian planes, by the way. It does have F-16s and Su-30s that are still active, but those only started flying after, like, Venezuela had been bombed. I think the capital of, I think it's called Caracas, was struck, along with some air bases, maybe some other areas, I'm not sure. I think the Parliament building was hit too. But you basically had helicopters like the U.S. Chinook flying like really low over the city, um, which is, I guess you can say it's kind of a red flag because Chinooks are pretty big and lumbering. They're like transport helicopters, and they, even in Afghanistan, they were easy prey for the Taliban, right? Because the Taliban would just pop up with their RPGs, and the RPGs would fire and hit the Chinook on the rotor or whatever, and down it went. That's usually why they traveled in, with escorts. I'm guessing mostly Apache attack helicopters. um, but like Venezuela has actual air defense systems, not just people running around with RPGs. They have actual planes. Obviously, their Air Force would have been swatted down by the Americans in like 5 seconds, but you'd think they'd at least resist and not start flying after the damage had been done. Maduro was apparently taken in one of these helicopters with his wife. He's being flown to the U.S. for apparently trial. My very quick armchair opinion is that this was an inside job. Someone in the Venezuelan government was bribed, or Maduro, he just couldn't take the pressure anymore because the Americans have been pressuring him for a while, especially with the tanker situation. So he decided, you know what, I give up. And he gave up. Like, the whole bombing thing, it just kind of seems like a fireworks show to make everybody, think like, oh yeah, this is a war, Venezuela resisted, and we, the mighty Americans, won. When in reality, it seems like they didn't even try. Like, this was already pre-decided. So there's your first war, 2026, and it ended in maximum of 2 hours. That's just my stance. I don't know what else is going to come of this, but there's your geopolitical update, I guess.